Hello everybody, welcome to another week of Ken's Tech Lab. This is going to be episode 8 of the PRUSA mini clone. We're getting very far into completing this project. We're down to the hot end, and now we're going to be doing the Minda. We'll be running the wires through the conduit down to the main board and make sure that nothing gets tangled up while it's printing. So, stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. The PRUSA Mini is starting to look like a real printer. This clone is getting together. We've only stumbled across a few problems, and let's continue building this nice, wonderful PRUSA Mini clone. Remember, this is part 8 of this series, and hopefully there's not too many more so we can get see this thing print. Okay. If you remember last time, we installed the Minda, which is the sensor for bed leveling, right here. And we just need to put the Minda, actually the sensor, in there now because this is all bolted in and ready to go. Let's see if we can find the Minda sensor. All right, here's the Minda sensor. Let's take it out of the bag. Minda sensor has the sensor, of course, and then it has the cable that's going to connect to the main board, and it has the screws or nuts that's going to hold it in place and be able to let you bring it closer to the bed plate or further away. So let's go up here. Let's take away one of these. The one that comes with the PRUSA kit does not have these nuts on them at all, because it's actually held in with a screw that tightens the plastic around it. Like it's going to go in here like this, and it says that there should be only 5 threads shown on the bottom. And it also requires an M312 screw. So M320, M312. Okay, let's get that screw. So I'm going to turn this toward me a little bit so I can actually see putting this in. Okay. That's all there is to. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 threads showing. It's exactly what the instructions said. This one's a slight different color than it would come with the kit. The one that comes with the kit looks like it's completely black, not the brownish color that you see here. Okay, so now they want this fan spacer clip And that's going to be right here. It's hard to hold, to have you see it. And what this is going to do is help hold all the wires together so they're not running all over the place. It also wants the M320 screw. A little longer one than the M312. There we go. Okay, they also want on this one, so we can bind all the wires into this wrap that's, it gets tighter as if you pull it, and you have to put them all inside this. This is a pain in the butt to actually do, and I'll probably skip you guys seeing this part due to the fact that, well, it takes a while, and I might be cursing throughout the putting it in. Like I said, it's not fun. This part's not fun. And they also want 3 of the, let's see if we can find them, zip ties. So 1, 2, 3. One nice thing about the PRUSA parts is that they put a place in there for the zip ties to actually go around the plastic and zip your wires down tight. I do like that. So we got everything we need to do. Now we just need to start bringing everything together. All right, they want all the wires from the printhead. So we're talking this conglomerate of wires. And they want you to put these all into, let me move the camera up just a hair. Okay, I want you to put these all in here. Don't let any escape. Okay, so this is going to orient itself in a special way. It's probably going to be there. I think I see the hole. I think it's going to be sort of like that. Okay, let's put it down here. The only screw that I see would be in here. sort of like that. Where it's sticking in right here between those two. See if I can get a closer angle on this. Okay. So there are 3 places on here. So this is going to be angled sort of like that, so it can go up and over. Okay. So all but this one wire for this front fan, which I believe is the part cooling fan, they want that wire to be sort of left out, but what they wanted to do is go down instead of up, and then come back through once we have the sleeve on. So let me get all this wire in the sleeve. Let me get all the wire in the sleeve, and then I'll turn the camera back on and we'll continue. And that's all ran, tightened down. So next they want it, and I'll turn it around right now so you see it. Let's see if I can find it. Right here, I know it's hard to see because it's black, but there is a groove for this to go down and be zip tied here, so the wire will stay on a constant while this is running back and forth. Okay, so that's what our next task is. Let's see, I'm going to put it back toward me so I can actually see what I am doing. So they want it to the farthest point, which is right here. That's the very end of the track. And what they want is for just to have enough of that arc to be able to go to that track and not get hung up. So when it's running, it's still running nice and loose, but not too loose that it's going to get itself wrapped around something else. So we'll give it right about there. And what they want now, let me go to the next page. They want the zip ties to come in from the end closest to the axis side, not the motor side. So I think that this would be easier to run these through and have them ready. Okay, those two are ready. And then there is one further down. Okay. So let's take our section that we made, put it into the first one. Get these not all the way tightened down, but somewhat tightened down. Okay, that looks good right about there. Let me go back to the picture of the length. That looks good. And we're going to clip these down. Now these don't have to be at a 110-pound footprint, you know, to get them in there. It's just to stop this from pulling out. And then it goes down right to the board, straight down here. And then it'll plug in. Okay, let's get our side cutters out. And let's cut the ends off of the zip ties. That step 14 is done. Okay, so now they want us to push the zip tie head toward the motor side. There we go. So, this are the zip ties, right here, here, and here. They go through and bring where the bundle from the hot end can go straight into the board, so we can, you know, plug it in. Okay, they want us to slightly twist the sleeve to make sure that it's wrapped nicely. But what I did when I went through here is I actually had to take and put them, it's like an overlapping, like one goes like this and you get it underneath the wire, and then the other one's like you have to bring it up so it closes on top. They're ready for the PTFE tube. Okay. So here's our PTFE tube. It's a little longer than is needed. And one good thing, I think a couple episodes back, I said, well, I don't have a cutter. I do now. Okay, perfect cuts. So what I'm going to do to make sure that it fits correctly is I'm going to put it in the hot end. Okay, I think right there will be great. Now, if you've ordered the PRUSA, the real kit, it would come with a pre-cut, perfect size. All right, we got the Bowden tube in. It's going to print like that. Okay. Also, you remember last episode that these connectors are much different than would come with the real PRUSA kit. So hopefully they work out for us. And it says that you can reward yourself. Well, I'm going to reward myself with another sip of coffee. And that was step 18 to get that sip of coffee. Okay, we're going to do the heat bed parts preparation. So I believe we're going to still need this part. Let me get this out of the way. Let me grab the parts that we need. Here's the heat bed. I bet you it does not say PRUSA on it anywhere. It does not. Okay. What else do they want? They want let's take the rubber bands off the wire. Okay. There we go. We have a thermistor wire, and then we have the positive and negative for the actual heat bed power. And they did put clips, they're not just soldered, there are clips on there, because this is a little bit different than the PRUSA would come with connectors already attached to it, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, there's two different leads in here that require power, and that's the hot end and also the bed. So on this kit, they give you the connectors that are going to go on the wire, but you have to do it yourself. It doesn't come all together anymore. All right, let's take this off. So we have the heat bed. It should be going on like this. You can see how close to done we are. We need the cap, which I don't need it on this one. I did print it. Here's the cap that it wants. So, but the difference is they already put it on here. Also, that their wire is already in the sleeve, so I don't have to do another sleeve. That's two good parts of the clone. It wants 9 M3 by 4. I have M3 by 6, which these look like the screws that should be in here. Yep. Different manufacturing, different sizes. There's supposed to be 9 on them, and they're countersink. And it is true. There is a place for them. You should only see the top of the screw. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. They give you 10 of these. I found mostly every bag has 1 extra in it. So if you lose it on the floor, like I have, you're not worried about it as much. Okay, let's get the right end on this. Okay, let's get this sort of aligned. The front is up there, it says do not print on this thing, of course. Let's get the corners in. Pretty soon we're getting close to the hard part, which is getting all the wires into that little box and being able to close the box and make sure all the wires are in the right location. Okay, make sure every hole has got a screw in it. It does. So now let's go back and just do a little tightening. This is like I lost the mic, so post-editing I'm having to do a voiceover. So this segment is all done right here. The printer is pretty well completely put together, other than all the cables plugged in and organized, and the cover put on for the main board. So after checking the time on the camera, we could do a few more minutes, so I decided to go ahead and complete the LCD installation. that there was a lot of trouble right here because, well, there was nowhere to put the screw. So I had to go and create my own way for a screw to go in there and get a drill out. It's not something you want to do to a kit, but I had no choice at this point because, well, there was no hole there for me to put the LCD screen on and be able to tighten it down, so I had to improvise on this part. So I'm just going to let this play out. We did get this LCD on and we stopped at that point. And then next week we will continue on with the all the wiring will be put into the board. I'm going to have to dub over the exit to this video because of the microphone going dead. So I just was telling you that we did everything in the big mess that we had to run into at the end with the LCD monitor. And, you know, at the very end, I always go, stay awesome.